He's the tallest man on the radio, so sit right back and enjoy the show. Flying through the air like a ballistic missile. Here's your host, Ben Kissel.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Ben Kissel channel. I'm Ben Kissel, as always, joined by Jerry Aquino.
What's up?
Jerry is bright and spry today.
That's so much energy.
Yes, indeed.
So much energy.
And Kyle Plouffe.
Hello.
You can check out Kyle Plouffe on the Death and Entertainment podcast and also the Political podcast right here on the Ben Kissel channel. Okay, we've got another update.
Uh-oh.
The Coney Island hot dog eating competition continues to giveth.
More updates from that?
This is the last time. I swear to God, I'm not just a pervert for watching people eat hot dogs.
Okay.
This is breaking news. Bigger than Biden.
Oh, boy.
This is massive stuff. So, you remember that dude who was married to the chick who was like super good?
Yeah.
Okay, so it turns out he is actually a cheater. So,
No.
Yes, Nick Worry, right? He's the husband. Yes, he's the husband of Miki Sudo, and he was the one who ate 51.75 to beat his wife out by 0.75
Right.
inches.
Yeah.
Which isn't the first time he's given her that. Hello. Don't worry, this show is going to be pure fire. So Nick Worry, husband of Nathan's hot dog eating champ Miki Sudo, who set the record, buckled under the pressure after the New York Post does what the New York Post does best and exposed him for cheating.
Cheating? Cheating on his wife or on the contest?
She wouldn't cheat on his wife. She will break his dick off and eat it.
I literally, yeah, right. That sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
Why would he ever do something like that?
She will bobbin it and then bob it.
She's gonna soak it in water and then just shut it down.
Exactly.
Choke on it.
So this dude, this is a massive scandal. So Nick Worry, he said that he ate 51.75 hot dogs. Now it turns out the referee was checking the plates around the contest and something was afoot with Nick Worry's competition and what he was eating. So now it is officially, his tally is officially only 46 hot dogs
What?
dipped in that water.
Loser.
So his wife beat him by 5 dogs.
So the guy was like inspecting the plate and he was like, wait a minute, you're just cutting them up and moving them around, making it look like you've eaten some of it.
Like when my mom would be like, Brussels sprouts and sauerkraut is great, Benjamin.
Right.
And I'd be like, oh, this is so great. But the thing about that is, because I grew up in this German-esque household, my dad being German.
Sauerkraut.
And my mom was constantly pushing this sauerkraut.
That's horrifying.
Now, I do like me some red cabbage. And I'm old now, so I like me some sauerkraut, get the bowel moving. But when you're a kid, it's the single worst thing ever. But theoretically, when you're a kid, we always have a dog. You could feed the food to the dog, but the dog ain't eating no fucking sauerkraut.
Yeah.
So I tried to feed it to my dog Polar Bear because he was all white and cute.
That's cute.
Yeah. And then he would just drop the shit underneath the table.
He was probably offended that you even tried to pass it on to him.
He's like, I'm no Nazi dog. I'm not a freaking whatever. What's the Nazi dog there? Not the
German Shepherd.
The German Shepherd. I ain't no German Shepherd.
Yeah.
Anyway, Worry has acknowledged the controversy, but he's staying strong. He is denying any wrongdoing.
Yeah, deny.
He said, I am distressed over the accusations of cheating that have surfaced. And I reiterate that I did not cheat in this event. However, because I did touch another eater's plate,
What?
which I guess there's some like really strict clause where you gotta be like out of that dude's zone.
Yeah.
You can't look at their plate, touch their plate. I mean, it's a strip club in Utah. You just sit there and you sit on your hands.
Yeah.
However, but don't tell me where the fingers are going. However, because I did touch another eater's plates, and because this gives the appearance or possibility of impropriety. Oh, I love the word. He sounds like a railroad guy. Impropriety. I have asked Major League Eating, again, MLE, the biggest company since UFC,
Right.
to adjust my score down to a count of 46.7 hot dogs. He is not letting that 0.75.
That 0.75 go. It's not. He's riding that.
He is riding that. He's like, no, it's not 46. It's 46.75. Hot dogs and buns. And then he says, I am truly sorry for raising any questions over the results of this event. So this is massive, massive stuff. Big shake up. The most politicized Nathan's hot dog eating competition in my lifetime.
This year was very controversial for the hot dog eating contest.
Yes, I mean,
this is so much controversy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have thought after 9/11 there might have been some uproar about something, but no.
Seriously.
So a source closely involved with the competition says he didn't get the 50 hot dog watermark, which is disgusting to think because it probably got a bunch of little buns in there. But apparently when you get over 50 dogs, it's a massive accomplishment. Wow. That's like a threshold thing where it's like, yeah, I was in competitive eating. You ever go to 50, bro? And then if you say no, then they're like, you're a cuck, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that, bro. You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
So because of what he was doing, he allegedly inflated his score. So, of course, that was not good whatsoever. A source claims where he shifted empty plates around the competition table after time was up in order to place more on his stack. So I guess they also base it on how many plates of hot dogs you've eaten. So he was trying to get more dogs after the time was up. And we've all seen the show Chopped. Hands up!
Yeah.
Drop your knives.
Drop your knives. That happened. You sound like a cop in Baltimore. So, I think that was a hands up. Competition over?
Yeah.
Or something about shooting. So anyway, judges count 5 hot dogs per plate. So that's how they do it. So you get 5 dogs per plate.
Yep.
And this guy's in there bringing other plates in, making him look like he's going fucking nuts. But he ain't no Joey C. We know that. And he's certainly not his wife.
Definitely not. 0.75.
So judges count 5 hot dogs per plate when conducting their official tally. Wow. Which, God, we got to become judges at this thing.
Honestly, what is it? They start, so where do they grab plates? Are they going to some kind of like a buffet line?
I got to imagine
just keep going and then they eat it and then they have to go grab another plate?
Yeah, like Oliver?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dated reference. Please, sir, can I have some more? And it's like, no, motherfucker, you already had 51.75. Or did you?
Or did you? Did you?
So anyway, an additional single plate would be enough to bump up his score to this so-called elite tier. So that's what they're saying. Now, there was videos on the internet, and I mean, this whole thing, the New York Post is covering this
to no end.
To no end. This is being covered a lot more than the war in Gaza.
Literally, this is what's happening. They're just like, just push it. Just keep pushing Nathan's for as long as we can hold it.
Please, God, we don't want to cover how horrible this country is. So why can't, as America, we can't even have a hot dog eating competition anymore?
Yeah.
Without some jackass cheating at it?
Yep.
I know.
Can't we have that?
There's nothing sacred.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's amazing. So anyway, also the New York Post, they just love puns. So they were like, worst case scenario. Wow, you know, again, like whatever, beefing up his score.
Right.
So I think that's why the writers for the New York Post.
Weary, be frank with us.
That's good.
Bitch.
Don't call me Frank again. So if I'm this guy, I don't know how he looks his wife in the face anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if she looks at him, honestly. It sounds like a disgusting way to wake up.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible worry. Anyway, in an unprecedented move, this is unprecedented. So this has never happened before in the history of Nathan's hot dog eating competition, which I think has been going on since cows got assholes.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
And lips. So his official score, as said, is now 46.75. It's been altered. It's been changed to the record books.
Wow, really?
Yep. Major League Eating told the New York Post that it's not our policy to overturn judges. So isn't that powerful, Supreme Court?
So powerful.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. According to the statement, earlier today, Nick Wuery asked MLE to lower his score to 46.75 based on his touching another eater's plates. Oh, mama. Put a nipple on it. MLE has agreed to adjust the official count. Wuery remains, however, the 4th place finisher of the hot dog eating competition. Wow. Yep, there's a picture with he and his obviously disappointed wife.
They give her the pink belt.
Well, because she...
The pink. That's how you know it's for women.
Well, I don't know if it's for women or the amount of Pepto-Bismol they're going to have to drink after this.
It's the Pepto. It's the Pepto. You got the mustard belt and the Pepto belt.
Yeah.
But she's got the championship, and he certainly fucking doesn't.
Yeah.
And anytime you can get a championship belt for whatever reason, makes you feel good.
It makes you
yeah.
feel good. Yeah. What he has is a loss of dignity.
Oh, and you imagine how much dignity he had going in.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
God.
God, at the end of it, they were just like, everyone dropped their plates, and everyone did, and then he went, whoop, 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 and just stacked a few more.
So sad. It's I'd be like, wait, bro, you cheated? The Nathan's hot dog eating competition? Like, that is so lame.
That's so lame.
So finally, just one source. I don't know, and I don't know who this source is.
Yeah.
I do love there's
Right,
just some
what is the source?
there's just some meat snitch around.
There's some drama happening there. It's someone who's been wanting to take him out forever, and he's just like, I know, I've been watching you since the beginning, and I knew you were gonna crack. I knew you were gonna slip.
You lying piece of crap. Jeez, all right, buddy, take it easy. It's hot dog.
Like, Jesus Christ, that's my cousin.
So this is according to the source, who is too scared to go on the record.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to get whacked.
He is right.
End up in Coney Island's
He's
river.
in just like a dark room, and his voice is altered. It's like, I'm saying a million dollars.
And then he does a mesothelioma commercial after that. What's the name of that disease you can smoke?
Mesothelioma?
Mesothelioma.
Mesothelioma.
Yeah, they give if you smoke too much, you get mesothelioma.
Oh.
Which is the word that you can't even say if you don't have throat cancer.
Yeah.
So that's kind of rude for them.
Yeah, it's ironic.
Anyway, the source says, I believe MLE should use video evidence to determine if cheating took place and to punish anyone that is determined to have cheated during the contest or afterwards. And from the video I've seen, I still believe that it is evident that Nick cheated. So I don't like the source, but I don't like Nick more for betraying the great American tradition of gaining 15 pounds of meat on July 4th. Again, it does set a precedent. And I'd love, I do.
It's all over the article.
They're using the same words that we talked about during the overturning of Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.
Unprecedented. What are the judges doing?
Yeah.
So he says, if this sets a precedent, it could discourage people from wanting to compete, knowing that cheating could occur.
What?
And then it says, or for those willing to do so, it might encourage them to cheat.
Yeah.
I think neither are good for the sport, which is a loose terminology for sport.
And somewhat...
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of a major league athlete myself. Yeah, what do? I eat 15 pounds of guacamole on Saturdays in Vermont. So anyway, that's the last story.
Out there, there's someone that is like, wait, we can cheat hot dog eating contest?
Oh, shit. Dude.
I'm signing up.
Bro, I brought fucking 10 plates with me.
Right?
There's got to be a better way to do this.
Yeah.
Either way, Nick Weary, I want to believe him, but we got a source, we got some video evidence, and again, the way he's cleaning out of that 0.75, I really...
Nathan's Hot Dogs is cleaning up. They're like, no vegans, no extra plates, no cheaters. This is what we're not here. There's been a lot of bullshit going on, and we're here to clean house.
We're Nathan's, goddammit.
Yeah.
We have a brand to respect. We have dignity here.
Exactly.
We're a hot dog stand in the middle of heroin-fueled Coney Island, run by the Russian mob.
The sport is survival, quite frankly.
It really is.
Yeah.
Also, small update, the NHL boob flasher for the Oilers.
Yes.
She says you won't regret it when it comes to her new content. So her name is Kate Flynn. And then she's a picture of her here holding what appears to be some kind of, not alcoholic because it has nutrition facts on there. But she's like, you're going to love my new content, which I would assume is her showing her tits.
Yeah.
So there you go. Nice. There's another. She did sign that deal with Playboy after all.
Oh, good for her.
So those are a couple of updates.
That's
and then fans rushed to the comment section of her latest Instagram post to show their admiration. One declared, "Burning up Insta."
she's on fire.
She's on fire.
That's what that meant.
Maybe it's an STD.
Oh, you won't regret it.
And then another person said, "Looking awesome, Kate." And then one person laughed and said, I just became an Oilers fan. Got 70,000 followers.
Wow.
Not doing that great. All right. Let's move on to a story that doesn't involve boobs or sausages, but it does involve sex and somebody that I want to defend. And I rarely defend.
I see, that was important. The finger went up there. And you're like, and I want to defend this person.
I'm a doctor now.
Yeah.
And you're clean.
Oh, boy.
I rarely defend the clown. Because I find I don't not defend clowns.
Like a clown?
A clown.
Okay.
But I'm also not like, oh, whoa, I'm going to go out of my way to protect clowns.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking sex and clowns here.
I'm going to protect this guy. A circus clown is charged in an escort sting.
Escort sting?
Yes.
Oh my God, this is the friendliest looking clown I've ever seen in my life.
He's a nice looking fella. The performer claimed it was his first time, air quotes, prostituting. And again, we have so many issues in this country.
Was he prostituting?
Yes.
Oh, my
So
God.
prosecutors in Pennsylvania, another state that has some issues, but I guess they were working undercover to find out if there's anybody and then on the weekends prostituting themselves. This is according to the Smoking Gun. So prosecutors have charged a Pennsylvania man who works as a professional clown, which is a tough business to get into.
It's tough. It's really hard. There's a school for it.
There's schools. You have to be molested.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
It's a lot.
Like, there is so much. And so he was attempting to moonlight, they say air quotes, as a hooker, but I would say sex worker.
Sex worker.
That's what I would say. Right?
Definitely.
But this is the Smoking Gun. Not exactly going to use that terminology. It was the first time he was doing it. His name is Francis Boyer, and he was 28. And he was named in a July 2nd criminal complaint accusing him of promoting prostitution, which evidently is a misdemeanor. Wow. Now, you can see him dressed as a clown. And he looks like a fairly fun clown. I mean, this clown makeup that he has here,
has glasses on.
which is that clowny though?
It's not, but it makes him more of a person.
But they're supposed to be big glasses.
It makes
and
me
funny.
like him. Yeah.
Yeah, but you do like that he can't really see very far.
And he's got a microphone. Clowns aren't supposed to talk.
Oh, it's a valid
true.
point. He has the Britney Spears microphone going down to his mouth. He's got his little red nose, which appears to be more plasticky, less honky.
Yeah.
So maybe he sucks as a clown and then realizes he's got a massive dick that he could pimp out.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe he was like, man, all this clowning was not as lucrative as I thought it was going to be.
And that's a problem with the economy. Thanks, Bidenomics. Thanks, Biden.
Thanks.
So his clown name is the Amazing Franco. Which, again, it does sound like it does sound like if he gives you a gift, you have to take it, or he's going to kill your family. Where it's like, yo, take the gift. You know, it's a message. It's a nice gift, and then it's like, well, I don't want one. And the next thing you know, your kids are dead. So he performed across the country at state fairs, schools, and other venues. Now, according to the complaint, blah, was snared in a mid-May undercover operation launched by the police in Carbondale. It's a suburb of Scranton. It's a suburb of this is a suburban crime.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
It's not a crime.
And so that's why, again, I'm defending him.
Yeah.
Less for his clowning, which I think might be horrible.
Yeah.
Right.
And more for him going out there, taking initiative, realizing he might have something that somebody wants.
Yeah.
So investigators, they were monitoring online posts offering escort services in the Scranton area, which I can only imagine.
The hunger out there.
Name's Rebecca. I'll kick your ass for $50. I can't. The escort business in outside, not even in Scranton.
Yeah.
Outside of Scranton.
Outside of Scranton area. Scranton's the downtown city area. You got to be high rollers to get in there.
Yeah, I lost my tooth in the war. You want to come and get sucked off?
Yep.
All right.
And Jeff pulled over, and then like 30 hookers jumped out of the car.
Okay, could be.
Clown car.
Whoa. Holy shit. I've been seeing so many dead hookers in my whole life. God knows I have. That's from dirty work, and they're called sex workers.
Right.
But unfortunately, this guy was never able to work because they busted him before he could really get in and figure out if he was going to be good at it. So, the Scranton area discovered an ad offering sexual services by a male, later identified as Bill, who his last name is B-U-I, I don't know, who included his phone number in the sexually explicit post. So that's a mistake.
Oh yeah, obviously you gotta click one of those like hidden email links.
Yeah.
Something. You can't just put your phone number on.
I would go burner phone, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
Batman, you know, Bruce Wayne and Batman, he has like a special phone when he's Batman. It's Batman. Yeah, it's Bruce. Did I fuck you over economically?
Yeah.
So in subsequent text messages, which I can only imagine the undercover cop was laughing the entire time.
Probably.
What a horrible job. And, you know, I like these operations when it comes to the pedophiles, when they're doing all that stuff. And it's like, yeah, okay, love it. Love what you're doing out there.
So great.
But this case, he's 28 years old. He was not reaching out to a minor. He was reaching out for another grown, probably male, I would assume.
Yeah.
So in subsequent text messages exchanged, the suspect allegedly offered to perform condom-free, which is weird because clowns love balloons. I would be like,
He's
bro,
allergic to latex. That's how bad of a clown he is.
that's
Oh, wow.
bad.
Yeah, that's really bad.
I'd be like, bro, bring over a magnum, blow it up, make it into a dildo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
shove it up my ass.
But this is crazy because you don't offer condom-free sex acts on your first try. That's something you're going to work your way up to.
It
So
also
true.
maybe he's a germ chaser.
Oh, bug chasers.
Yeah, bug chaser. Those people who actively seek out STDs.
Yeah.
It's a very bizarre
What?
fetish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
To be with that person forever via zit on your dick? I don't know. I literally don't know.
God.
I really have no idea.
Just like haunt everyone forever.
Yeah. And they do a whole like parties. They'll be like,
Yes.
oh, I got syphilis, and be like, isn't that awesome, bro? I got fucking, spicy marinara in my asshole.
Put it up, bro.
And then they go and they combine forces to have some sort of Megatron full of disease.
Let's make a hybrid. That's crazy.
He also quoted himself, so he's offering condom-free sex. Okay, fantastic, thank you. He's also saying $100 an hour, which really that's pretty cheap.
Selling yourself short,
Heck,
pal.
yeah, seriously.
I wonder what he charges for his clowning.
Yeah.
It might be around the same.
Yeah.
And ironically enough, he does wear a condom while he clowns. So the cop agreed to the price, and they arranged a rendezvous at the Carbondale Hotel. Carbondale Hotel.
They set him up.
They did.
A 28-year-old.
Who was just trying to make some cash on the side because the clowning business is hard.
Yeah.
And so when Boo arrived, he showed up at the hotel room. Cops arrested him right away. And then he said, "This was my first time prostituting," and stated he knew it was wrong. I feel bad for him, though. And again, Scranton's got a meth problem.
Yeah.
The whole country's falling apart.
Yeah.
Is this really what we need our police to be doing right now? Busting this
Absolutely
poor
not.
clown trying to make a side hustle?
Yeah, seriously.
He told cops that he is, quote, "I'm a professional clown," and recently got back from traveling with the circus. So I would suggest if someone gets back from traveling with the circus, just for the first couple of times, wear a condom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just in case they picked up a couple of circus-related diseases, which you can get just by walking and buying elephant ear.
Honestly.
So he stated money was low, so he was, again, prostituting to supplement his income. The phone number in the escort ad also appeared. This is a major problem. It appeared on the Amazing Franco's Facebook page. So he's using the same.
That's not.
What?
Okay.
He's using the same
He's using his
number.
profession
Right.
that's a huge mistake. That's a red flag.
There's mistakes being made, but again, is he the worst person we've ever talked about? No. And I don't think he needs to do hard time.
I hope he doesn't.
No, it's just a misdemeanor, I believe.
Mr. Meaner.
Yeah, misdemeanor. That's how I say it. People call it misdemeanor, which would be a great clown name.
It would.
Mr. Or sex worker name.
Yeah. Are they, really
Oh my
thinking they're
God.
hilarious here with the
Follow
come and
the
go?
sign. Come and
Oh,
go.
yeah, of course. And there's an advertisement there on the smoke. Well, smoking guns got to make their money as well. So anyway, Mr. Francis Boo, a.k.a. the Amazing Franco, let this man free.
Let him free. Look, he's so sad to be taking that mugshot photo.
Yeah.
He was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't even actually do it. I was
didn't do
thinking
it.
about it. I was going back on it. My bills got high. I was like, fine, I'll do it.
Also,
I felt weird about it. And then I got caught and arrested.
Right.
That
Bullshit.
sucks.
And the undercover cop was like, can I fuck him anyway?
Literally.
Can I fuck him, though?
Yeah.
I mean, how do we know he's going to do it unless he keeps my ass?
Yep.
A couple has been arrested after an X-rated margarita stunt in a restaurant went viral. Well, it is vile, but it's viral.
Seems vile.
And they accidentally called the cops on themselves. So this couple, they're morons, right? But they're having fun. So a Georgia couple, they filmed themselves engaging in an explicit act where they took a margarita, right? They had a margarita, and then the chick was like, "What if you put it in my ass?"
Yeah.
And then the guy was like, "I'll oblige, ma'am. It's 2024. You know,
who am I to
the
turn you
future
down?
is female."
You know?
Yep. So Joe Boyett took a now viral video of himself attempting to funnel a margarita down the butt of his wife. This is, again, if no one else is around, very cute, but you have to be careful consuming any drug or alcohol through your buttocks.
Yeah, I was going to say all the lime juice going up there. That doesn't sound good.
Yep, and it sucks everything up real fast in there.
Oh, God.
So, however, Boyett couldn't get the funnel to work because they didn't have a funnel. He was just...
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean by funneling? I'm not
Fingers.
Yeah. It was a weak attempt. Okay,
Shit.
So instead he just tossed it and poured the tequila beverage straight down his wife's rear. And then she was on all fours in the restaurant, barking like a dog or something like that.
Was it a restaurant or a bar?
It was a restaurant,
Oh,
a Mexican restaurant. And to be honest, this Mexican restaurant, we'll have to find the name here, those margaritas are freaking huge.
They're ginormous. No wonder that they took down one and then the second one was like, hey, you know what would be a good idea?
Yeah.
You know where you should try to put that?
You know, you drink like usually through your mouth, but what if you imagine your butthole has lips on it and you have a tongue in there? Did you put teeth in your butthole?
Yeah.
So anyway, the
Public butt chug.
The public butt chug.
That is something else.
So the woman got on her hands and knees in the restaurant booth with her butt exposed.
They must have been videotaping this for some weird content or something.
Content is everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally, people just, and not like people will be in a car accident and they almost die and they're like, this is going to be good for my Instagram. I'm going to get empathy Instagram likes on this.
Yes.
Thank you. So this dude is wearing a backwards hat because he's cool.
Hell yeah, brother.
And then he's got this orange shirt on. And then he starts pouring the beverage just really on her butt. The name of the restaurant is the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant.
And it's not their first.
It is definitely not their first. I feel like they've had a lot of games behind closed doors. And this isn't where you start.
No.
Right? Butt chugging.
No, that is...
If it's their foreplay.
It might be.
Yeah.
They also say it's a margarita stunt, like that's even a thing.
Margarita
It's butt
stunt.
Okay. So what's interesting here is apparently they called the cops on themselves, which I'm trying to figure out. So Mary Sweats, that's the wife. She was the one who was doing all this stuff. And apparently then Sweats, she called the cops to complain about their raunchy video being leaked and going viral. So she was like, me and my husband were doing what everyone does in a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, somebody leaked our footage and it went viral.
You'd never believe this. I'm just sitting in a booth just trying to have a margarita up my ass. And people start whipping out their phones and start recording me. Do I look like I want attention?
You should see what they did with the chips and salsa. So, unlimited for a reason. Guys, you guys are really going through a lot of guacamole. Turn around and I'll show you. So she called the police and was like, it's viral. These people stole our content. According to the outlet, the police had been unaware that these things took place. But once they saw the video, the pair was arrested. So this is like, sometimes if you're doing something illegal, you're just going to get screwed over.
Yeah.
Like if you're getting a bunch of drugs and then the drug dealer fucks you over, can't really call the cops.
Can't really call the cops.
It is what it is. Mm-hmm. If you're a drug dealer out there, don't do that, please.
Yeah.
But there will be some retaliation, I'm sure, at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So they were arrested. Police said another explicit clip taken by the couple shows Sweat exposing her breasts and Boyett putting her left breast in his mouth while she pulls him closer. They were having a time.
Damn, they had a ball.
At the Rodeo
Look at that smile.
Mexican restaurant.
He is having having the time of his life.
Pure joy.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it's inappropriate. I don't see any children around. It says the Rodeo Mexican Restaurant. It's not family restaurant.
Yeah.
So that's kind of nice. So the restaurant, it's located in the southern Georgia city of Waycross, and they say it's inappropriate. This is what they say. They say, we recently became aware of an inappropriate incident that took place in our restaurant.
Yeah.
We want to make it clear that such behavior is completely unacceptable. And then they go on to say, and does not reflect our values or mission to provide a family-friendly dining experience. So that when you margarita butt chugging does not reflect our values. No, we might be a Mexican restaurant, and yeah, we're serving the people of Georgia who have no idea how to say guacamole or quesadilla.
Yep.
But we have values, goddammit.
Yeah.
And it's not their mission.
And it's not that.
Well, Sweat, of course, was a very willing participant in what they're calling a funnel fiasco. It is still illegal. The restaurant added, we are taking this matter very seriously.
Yeah.
And are conducting a thorough investigation in collaboration with authorities, which means they have their own Mexican restaurant police working on it. And then the Mexican restaurant police guy is like talking to the authorities, like, what do we got today, man? So tell me what's going on, Sarge.
Yeah. We're interviewing everyone that was here at the restaurant. Just being like, how many times have you seen butt chugging take place in this restaurant? Don't lie.
Like, well,
if I was a 13-year-old boy, I would just be like, this is the best restaurant I've ever been to. Do you know what they do over there? Anyway, the restaurant added, any employees found to be involved will face appropriate action.
Employees?
Well, it may have been an inside job in more ways than one.
I'm dead. I like how the tags that it's filed under, where like if you scroll down, it says Butts Georgia Restaurants. These are our main power words. Butts Georgia. For me, it would have been Butts Margarita and Rodeo Mexican Restaurant.
Yes, and the restaurant looks fantastic. It looks super fun.
It looks
and
really
those,
nice.
Again, those margs, this is the key to any bad average restaurant.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you got cheap booze on hand. People will be like, that was the best goddamn Salisbury steak. Did you guys freeze that? Was that microwave? That was good.
That was so really good.
I can't
love their
imagine
enchiladas.
how bad that ass must taste. It's a woman named Sweat in
Oh my
humid
God.
Georgia.
Oh my God.
We
At
come
a
from
Mexican restaurant.
We're from a long line of sweats. I mean, she's got a wet ass butthole. You know, she's having fun. He's having fun. And isn't that really what America's all about?
Yeah,
No harm, no
If
foul.
that's not a part of their values and mission, then what is?
It is fun. I do wonder if they have that in their like principles listed.
Yeah.
No funneling of margaritas up your ass. Shake hands when you see somebody new. Don't forget to say hola. All right, final story. I believe are we at final story time?
33 minutes.
Perfect. And speaking, so this next story, it's about love. And I'm conflicted because, oh my God, tomorrow's episode or next episode, we're going to talk about dogs.
Ooh.
Because it turns out dogs do love you.
I love doggies.
And I could beat that in my life.
Dogs.
I am on this team. I'm on team, usually I'm like, oh, celebrity turds, like they're annoying. But in this case, I'm on team Meghan Trainor. So, Meghan Trainor and her husband, Daryl Sababara, they've been updating their home, and now they have a multi-toilet bathroom that's set up knees to knees.
Oh, come on. What is that about?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Okay, well, this is it. So, she said, we're moving into a new house, and it has a toilet facing this way and a bidet across from it, okay? This is what they said in the podcast. And everyone's like, whoa, what is that all about? Trainer continued, it's going to be a little different, but it's a tighter bathroom area, so we will be close, knees to knees, and that's better. I want to see him.
Why? Okay,
So they might have a little potty thing going on with their relationship. And do as you do. I would say if it's brown, do that alone.
Yeah.
If it's yellow, hydrate. And then if it's clear, who knows?
Together?
Yeah. If it's yellow together. Mellow together?
If it's yellow, you mellow together.
Yeah, sweet.
If it's brown, get out of town.
Please, Lord, get out of town. This is not sexy.
This is not.
No.
But she's like, no, I want to see it.
This is the funny thing.
I want to see him is the weirdest thing ever.
There's a picture of her on the toilet, again, which is obviously a large sexual fetish for many.
Yeah.
So she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
She was also I didn't know she was in Spy Kids.
She was?
I guess so. She previously shared that she and the Spy... Oh, no. Her husband was in Spy Kids.
Oh,
So I guess he's a
that
detective.
kid. That was the kid.
So that's their bidets.
Okay, that's not knees to knees.
Well, I believe they're going to flip it, I think. So she said on the podcast, I got destroyed for this because she took a picture of her on the toilet and then took a picture of the bidet and toilet. Those people were talking about like, imagine thinking this is normal. And I was like, sorry, you don't know what love is. Get over it. The couple, the peas together, please. Guilty together in the court of law because they love each other so much, even if one person kills somebody.
Yeah.
So it's ironic. She sings the song called "No," which I don't know what she's saying no to. And she says that her and Sabara, they don't go number 2 together. That's the rule. So
Just piss play.
Or just make it. Are you doing good over there? I'm doing good. So they want to be together all the time.
Aww.
So she says,
weird.
I don't like him pooping next to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell him that. I go, you know we're not supposed to do that. We just pee. We're not shitting.
He's like, you got me again. Then you got me.
Yeah, we went to the Rodeo Mexican restaurant there's
a little margarita up my ass. What do you expect?
Yeah, and then she says, you guys assumed poop, didn't you? I love her. I mean, really, this is the first time I don't know anything about her, but I do like that she's just like, the critics are like, that's weird. She's like, you don't love this.
You don't know what love is.
Plebes.
Have you ever, I mean, it's true to her point. We have been in those relationships where eventually you start peeing with the door open.
Sure.
Yeah.
Someone's brushing their teeth. Someone's on the toilet.
Half the time they're using your goddamn urine as a toothpaste.
Yeah.
Now, the weirdest thing about this article from page 6 is that it shows a bunch of pictures of her and her kids.
Yeah, she's like, this is a family woman, guys.
It is. And she got one kid with a big old head and another kid that looks like Joe Biden during the debate. Yeah, I'm topical. You can listen to the political shows twice a week. So the kids are super cute. But anyway, Trainer initially came up with the double toilet seat idea because she and the actor were both constantly peeing in the middle of the night when they were taking care of their 2 sons, Riley and Barry. Hey, you got a new baby boy.
Yep.
Is your bladder?
You want to get you and your wifey? You guys want to do a little fun in the midnight?
Yeah, stare at each other and piss.
Yeah. Knees to knees, baby.
Yeah.
She says, here's why we did it. Because we have 2 young babies. So we're getting up every hour on the hour, and this dude pees like a girl. So she's kind of throwing her husband under the bus a little bit.
Yeah, why is he peeing so much, though?
But do girls pee more than men? Is that a thing? I never heard of that.
No. I mean, with girls, you take them to like bars, they start drinking a lot of beers, and then they have like the seal that breaks, and then they go into the bathroom. That's for everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, well then.
Breaking the seal. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I don't freaking know. So I was like, get out of my way. I have to piss. So she's like, get out of my way. I'm Megan Trainor. I gotta piss. And he was like, gosh, let's just do it together. This is ridiculous. You're abusing me here.
Yeah.
So, and he was, and so she says that Sabara had to use the toilet while she was in the middle of going. She would lift her legs and tell him, quote, go in. Yeah. So they were double teaming the toilet.
They were double teaming the toilet.
Yeah, and imagine if he was like
she's spreading and he's aiming.
Yeah.
And then she's like, do not splash on the inner thighs. Just try not to get
and she's got a lot of thigh into her. She's a very beautiful woman.
She's beautiful.
But then she said, and he was like, no, I'm not doing that. There's a shower. Figure it out. Can't you just wait?
Literally
30 seconds.
It's how long are we taking here? And so they go on.
Oh my God, it is the Spy Kid.
It is the Spy Kid. Okay, kid. So what's he up to now? It's a $17 million home. So I'd do it.
Jesus Christ. So they don't have another bathroom?
Yeah, I have a feeling this is not about the toilet situation. I feel like they would have had this happen if there was like a million bathrooms with a billion toilets. So Trainer realized that the only solution was to having both the couple having to pee at the same time was to install 2 toilets in the same bathroom. So she was like, so then I solved this crime, and I was like, we're going to pee at the same time in our own bowls. And then she called the solution practicality.
Wow. And she would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those Riley kids. Like, what solved the crime?
I don't know. I think she's not using words right.
She's not using words. Maybe she just got tired of him peeing on her all the time.
It doesn't sound like it. She is the one, I believe, that said, go in.
Yeah.
So Trainer admitted later on that indeed her and Sabara have pooped together before as well. So she says, she wrote this on X
Why?
in October of 2021. So this has been, she's been talking about this. She says, to clear things up, we pooped once together and we laughed and said never again.
Oh, yeah.
But then she says, but he will hang out with me if I'm pooping because we soulmates. And I legit miss him when I'm away from him. So there you go. And that's the news as we see it.
Wow. Well, maybe I don't know what love is.
No, that's codependency. That's what that is.
That's
The Margarita couple loved each other.
exactly.
Yes.
You know, they Meghan Trainor and Spy Kid love each other.
Yeah, the hot dog eating and cheaters still going to work through their marriage somehow.
I hope so.
Yeah, with that 0.75.
And even the circus clown. Today's episode, did we cover anyone? I feel like I almost took the side of most people today.
Yeah, it was all about love.
It really was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 2024. What a
I
year.
guess I've never been in love before,
Yeah, I'm starting to think that.
and I might be okay with that.
We got to check on this guy because he's like, a man in a relationship, and she's like, no, you sit down when you piss and you sit next to me.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
really.
solid point.
He's got to blink twice. Let us know if he's okay.
I think
She's letting him know.
I
She's
think
like,
he's
babe, we're
just
going to the
fine."
bathroom. Babe, we're going to the bathroom. That's
go
the
now.
both of us. Yeah.
Yeah, dang, the kids just got to be like, where are mom and dad? The oldest one is like, don't fucking ask.
Yeah.
You don't want
You don't want to know what mom and papa do, okay? All right, everyone.
Wow.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Ben Kissel channel. I'm supposed to say things like rate and review and subscribe.
Sure.
Thank you
Yes.
for listening on all the platforms. And then, of course, yes, thank you for watching for those that watch the YouTube show. So thank you all so much. We'll talk to you later on. Bye.
Peace.
Host Ben Kissel.